So coming from the previous information, so we have seen that AI is going to change the landscape again. And now we have another problem is we need even more governance. We need a catalog. We need to team better together again. So what we bring to the table is we bring to the table an API catalog across the different vendors. So the first time you can see all your APIs in one catalog. My personal view on this one is I would like to have one catalog for internal use only, the second catalog for external use only, and then maybe additional catalogs for B2B or for something else. But at least two API catalogs to really distinguish between the internal and external catalog to easily see if there's something that should not be there. Governance. Again, governance, first time we bring together the different vendors in one governance dashboard. So if a clear view what's going on in your environment. And I said before, with AI, people coming into place because we lack of people who knowledge API management because the demand is so high. People coming in place, they're creating APIs that not follow your style guide. They're not have not the history with APIs to understand what's going on. So governance, very important, but governance across all the different vendors. So this would be helpful to increase the security and lower the risk. Every API is a front door to a high secure data center. If you have unknown APIs or lower security secured APIs, they're complete dangerous. And of course, analytics. So let me go to the next one is, whoa, shadow APIs. Big topic here at API Days in London. So everybody talked about this. I guess there was even a definition that there are 12 different kinds of APIs. Shadow APIs, zombie APIs, and do not remember the other pieces. So shadow APIs are the attack vector number one. And how can it be that you have an API in place in here? So I started a new recording in the meantime. I hope I did not talk about this before, but how can this happen? It can happen if an organization comes to you, can you please give me a new API shortly? You say you have to go to the normal processes, right? So we can bring in place, check if there's another API doing something of the same thing. And they say, no, I need this now. Business is pressing. We're starting a campaign tomorrow. We need to do some business tomorrow. So I have to have this in place immediately. And they say, not really, but then you do it so. But please let me know. I need to delete this one in 3 months. And what happened is nobody deletes this. It was a test, special purpose, but it's still a front door to your high secure data center. Shadow APIs, zombie APIs. You need somehow find these APIs. You are not in big risk. And this now bring everything together. So what we need is we need something that connects to all the different vendors we have here. And even though if you're only one vendor, but different teams, connect the different teams together. So for easier teaming, and teaming, like I said, is such an important thing. And for easier auditing as well. So stop working in silos. Create two layers, one layer for governance, where you can see the holistic view across the enterprise, all the different APIs. It helps you as well to see where do you need to train people on, because we're going to tell you what rule has been violated most time. On the other hand, then, marketplace or developer portal, such an important thing, because now you have one dev portal for internal use and one for external use. It makes it so easy for developers to go there and subscribe on a product because you would like them to subscribe your product, because the purpose why you put out an API to the outside world is to get consumed and more consumer as more business potentially out of this. Then with the governance module, same style guide. So very important in your ecosystem to have the same style guide in place, and everybody, even between different vendors, using the same style guide. Consistent self-service. There's no distinction between I need to go to a different dev portal because of a different purpose. One dev portal, we allow you to do something. And here it is. And again, teaming. Oh, now the next one comes in place. If you think you would like to reduce to one vendor, or maybe you have one vendor in place, CrowdStrike talked us and said, okay, maybe we have a two vendor strategy in place. But security is important, obviously, but CrowdStrike was something else, right? Then create APIs on any platform. This is something very cool. The holy grail of API management. Talk to us. And even Forrester says, if you thought about you would like to have only one vendor in place, you will going to end up with multi-vendor environments. This could be because your top management decided to move everything to the cloud. You have one on-premise gateway, and oops, now you have an AWS gateway, Apigee gateway, or something else that comes with the platform. And then somebody is going to start to using it. If you do not want to end up with zombie and shadow APIs, integrate them into the holistic management of your APIs. Best practice on this one would be discover all your APIs. So connect every different vendor to one single platform for governments and for the dev portals. Because otherwise, like I said before, you're ending up with shadow and zombie APIs or something that is not under your control. Simplify API management. Easy, right? So if you have one layer where everything is in place, it's much easier. And by the way, you're going to find double and triple and 30 times the same API much easier, because just simple from the search for the endpoints to understand who's going to which endpoints at what time and get the list of the APIs. If you're working in silos, you're never going to find all your API management that is triple or 5 times, 10 times, 30 times the same thing doing. And you lose money because if you have an API or 30 APIs doing all the same thing, costs a lot of money. And it's a higher risk because your API management, APIs are the front door to your whole secure data center. Strengthen governance, 100%. Of course, get everything aligned in one rule set. You would like to do everything on one? Nope. You should think about phases. What I think about when implementing the solution is, first phase was discover all your APIs. Get an understanding about every API and what training is needed for the people. Get an understanding which APIs need to improve immediately. Phase number 2, set up the internal dev portal to get a holistic and transparent view across the vendors. Start to reduce the number of API views in place and doing the same thing. Phase number 3, publish to the outside world a nicely streamlined API dev portal across all the different vendors. If you would like to catch up on this one, would be very cool. So this is something we invented. It's a maturity assessment. The maturity assessment will give you in 10 minutes a nice view where your people within the company think API management is seen within the company. So just go to QR code and get this information. It is the same as Essentia would do. If somebody, analyst will do a 2-week, 1 month, 3 months assessment, no, it's not. But it gives you a very, very good view how you're making what your people internally in thinking about API management. Where do they think you lack something? So it gives you very quick information, 10 minutes, hit the button and you get the results. Very good information. Please go from here. And this said, thank you very much for your time. Hopefully to see you in Melbourne, in Paris, or London again, maybe New York, so you can catch up on this topic and see you there. Bye.